Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching all the videos so far that have come out for Japan. There's still a few more videos coming out from Japan, and there's a couple videos coming out for the Philippines on this channel too. And those are just really fun to make. I just remember that I would get the footage and I would just kind of like edit them in hotel rooms and just upload them overnight, and just, you know, it was pretty fun to do. So thanks for watching those. You know, I know there's other videos that you can watch, but I really appreciate you watching the videos over here. I wanted to share with you though for this video a few of the stuff that I got from Japan. Now here's the thing, like, Japan is a great place, but it is a little bit expensive, so you kind of have to budget out your things. And unfortunately, I didn't really buy too many toys for myself because I was buying things for family in the Philippines who I was visiting, as well as some friends and family back in the US. I bought them some stuff also, so there's limited amount of room in my suitcase. Can't really do that, so I got just a few things I want to share with them. So let's get started and look at that toy haul for Japan and the Philippines and the stuff that I got for the month of February. Let's go. All right, first thing on the list, I'm gonna share this little cool thing. This I got in Japan. It's a taiko game. So if you don't know what taiko is, it's a Japanese style drum. And they have different versions of this for different systems. It's a very popular arcade game in Japan, and it's one that I really like. So I got it for the Switch because they had it over there, and it is in English. They have an English patch, which I was really happy about. They even have the Dragon Ball Z song, like the Head Shala song. It's in here, which is kind of cool. Pretty cool. Another cool thing that I got from Japan is this replica food. So replica food or sample food in Japan is it's basically what it sounds like. It's a replica of food, and they are surprisingly expensive. They're on this street called Kappabashi Street, and if to better explain it to you, whenever you go to a Japanese restaurant, sometimes they'll have a window storefront or something where they have some sample food in the front. It's not real, and it can look really good, and it is actually kind of expensive, so I opted for this keychain. Another thing that I got from Japan, I got from Mandrakes, and Mandrakes is this really cool store. It's 2 stories of toys, used and new, mainly Japanese toys and some retro toys, and there are American toys as well. American toys can be more inflated, of course, because they're imported, right? But I found this thing. It's a bear brick Green Lantern thing. This was kind of cool. It's of course, it's a Green Lantern. It's a bear brick. That's what it's called. Another thing that I got from Japan is this Dragon Ball paper theater. So these are pretty cool. You can get these in the US in some stores. What it is, it's made of paper and it's made of layers. So if you imagine, if there's like layer 1 in the front, layer 2, 3 mid-ground, layer 4, 5 in the background, well, it's all of those combined to make this multi-layered paper theater of this image over here. So it's not a flat thing, it's actually a semi-three-dimensional thing to give you the illusion of 3D. So this isn't for me, this is actually for Life Anime Gaming and Toys channel. A while back I had a subscriber 100 giveaway, and he's a person who won. So I promised him that when I was going to go to Japan, I'd get him something that's very Japanese, and like I consider this to be like a very cool Japanese kind of thing that you can't usually find anywhere. All right, so let's go take a look at the small stuff I got, because here's the thing, I didn't have a lot of space and I had to just get tiny things because it takes up less room. I got this dude over here. This is pretty cool. So if you remember from my Akihabara video, there is these things called gotcha machines, and it's like you crank them, you can hear that, right there. Then a little ball will come out in the thing, and something actually does come out of this. Like I had to semi-build this, mainly place the stickers, and I thought this was just a pretty cool little toy. I got this for 400 yen at Mandrake, so it's one of my only souvenirs from Mandrakes. And of course I got this dude over here. This is it's a Gundam fighter, and I got them at one of those stores where they already open up the gotchas so that you can choose what you want. Another video that I also put together was our visit to the Studio Ghibli Museum. Now if you haven't seen a Studio Ghibli movie, then I encourage you to go watch it. It's one of the most important and fun animes that you can watch from Japan. Hayao Miyazaki is, of course, the famous filmmaker associated with the studio, but there's also Isao Takahata. The only thing that I got at the museum, because it's actually kind of an expensive museum, is I got a pair of souvenir books. You weren't allowed to take photos, so I bought some photos, I guess. It was 1,000 yen for 2 books, so that's actually pretty good. So I got this little dude here, and it wasn't too bad. It was only 500 yen. It's a pin of Calcifer. So if you've ever watched Howl's Moving Castle, he's the fire that's voiced by someone who sounds like Billy Crystal, but I don't know if it's Billy Crystal, maybe not. But so while we're on the subject of Studio Ghibli Museum, we bought this at Akihabara. So this, if you watch Grave of the Fireflies, this is the candy that the little girl eats, you know, and then they, very sad story, that's the little girl. I recommend that you watch it. You may want to watch it alone because you may cry. It's a very sad story about a couple of kids and the fallout of the bombings during World War II. And then they were forced to kind of survive, but you know, it doesn't really end well for them. So, Grave of the Fireflies, candy, the cruelest candy. Another really cool thing that I found is this really cool camera case. So, a little bit about me, if you haven't figured it out, if you don't remember from videos, is that my main job that I do is I'm a videographer and I'm a video editor. So cameras are always fun to me. I use them mostly for work, but the camera that I used for all of my vacation stuff when I take photos, I don't take any of the higher end cameras. I actually take this camera over here, which is a really cool camera. It's a Sony RX100, specifically it's the 4th version. I found this in a camera junk shop for $20. So this was probably one of my favorite finds, if not my favorite find in Japan, simply because it's a very specific and niche item to find. You know, normally you'd have to find them on the internet. I found it in a junk shop. So it screws on the bottom over here. It has a nice leather look. Comes with a strap. Actually, I had to take off the strap. I'm gonna replace it with something from this company called Peak Design because they make the best straps. And of course, it covers up here and there's a button that you just kind of snap into place. And it has this nice little retro look that, if you remember, if your parents ever had old cameras, they always had a leather case for it to keep it, you know, nicely safe. So that's kind of a really cool find for me personally, because you normally never put cases on cameras these days. The last thing that I got over in Japan is probably the only expensive thing I bought over there. And of course, it's gotta be the Flash. I got the Flash. Specifically, this is from the Good Smile company, Nendoroid number 917. So this one's pretty cool. You can change out his legs to make him run faster. I think he only has 1 face, maybe 2, I don't know. I got this actually at Big Camera, so if you remember from my video in Akihabara, you want to make sure that you stop at Big Camera because usually you can find prices on a lot of the figures that you see that are cool in other stores cheaper at that store. So I remember that I saw this over for about 5,000 yen, or about 50 bucks over at this one toy store. And this place at Big Camera, it was 4,380 yen. So this is about 42 bucks. And you know, I just spent an extra $10, $15 to get that discount for foreigners. So this was the coolest thing to find. Another cool thing that we also did in Japan is we visited one of the Pokemon centers. So there are Pokemon centers in a lot of the major cities in Japan. I remember the first time I went over there, we went to 3, and I think I didn't buy anything. I just like to look at them. I mainly got gifts for other people. But this time we actually got something at the Pokemon store. We got this cool Snorlax couch. So, you know, it's pretty cute, you know, Snorlax. And we got Snorlax to put on the Snorlax couch. So that's actually kind of funny. I don't remember how much this was actually. So I think that's most of the stuff that I got from Japan. I think I got some stickers and some pins also. And I don't know exactly where they are at the moment. I want to move on to the stuff that I got in the Philippines. Now it's the same kind of story. I didn't buy too much stuff in the Philippines because of space, but I did find a few small things. And there's this really cool place in the Philippines if you ever get a chance to go. It's in, I think it's Mandaluyong or something like that. It's the Green Hills Shopping Center. It's within the Metro Manila area. Now they have this really cool 2-story kind of bazaar style kind of thing. Filled with toys, and they have toys that are real. They have knockoffs. They have sideshow stuff. They have Marvel Legends. The prices are about the same, if not a little bit more expensive than American prices. And even the stuff that you find in there, some of them are actually cheaper in Japan. So it's kind of an interesting place. But if you're in the Philippines, it's a cool place. I recommend you visit it. Stuff that I got really small stuff. I got this, let's start off with this guy here. I got this flash thing. I don't know what this is. I thought it was Roblox, but on the back of it, it says that it was made for McDonald's. So I don't even know what this thing is, but I thought it was just kind of cool. It's this quirky, unique thing that I've never seen before. It's a cool kind of thing to add to your collection. The next thing I got over at that same place in Green Hills is this Flash Doraemon. So Doraemon is this robot from the future that looks like a cat. And this one here I didn't get over at Green Hills, but I got over at a mall. I got this at Power Plant Mall. There's this place where it has a lot of designers. They put their stuff together, and then they have like their one specific place, and you buy that stuff, and they get some of the money, and the store gets some of the money. And I remember when I was a kid growing up, my grandpa on my mom's side, he bought me a Batman plush toy, and I just remember thinking, this is the weirdest plush toy. Like, it just looks weird. And this is actually what it kind of looked like. It was bigger, but the eyes were kind of the same fashion. It was all felt. So maybe this is kind of like the style of the Filipino doll, I don't know, but I thought it was kind of a unique find. Maybe this is, this is the Filipino version of the Flash. It's kind of cool. Another thing that I got over at the Green Hills Shopping Center, this is pretty cool. I found this little glass drawer that was selling some fake food, but it was the scale for your toys. They have this bucket of Chicken Joy over there. Now, Chicken Joy it's kind of like Philippines brand of fried chicken from Jollibee, and it's really good. Another thing that toy, the fake toy, the tiny toy scale person was selling, they had a taco. So I bought this taco over here. I don't know if I'll get a close up of this later, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, there's like lettuce and tomato and cheese and meat and a shell. Your action figures can hold this food. That's why I bought them, because like your action figures can hold it, and it's just kind of cool and funny. So the last thing I got over from the Philippines is this really cool special edition Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch. It's the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 controller. Specifically, it's the Hong Kong edition. Now, when I got this, I was actually kind of worried. I was trying to add my hotel room, and it wasn't connecting, so I thought like, oh, well, no, it's a counterfeit or something. But it actually worked. I had to just kind of do it right, Here's the controller itself. Really cool. I got this for $55. Now, here's the thing. Special edition controllers, sometimes they can get inflated in price, especially in the secondary market. So regular price for the Pro controller is like 70 bucks, all right? Now, this one here, if you were to look it up on eBay for the American one, it's easily at least $140 for these Pro controllers. For the Hong Kong edition, maybe it's about 100, maybe like 90. It's still inflated, but hey, I got this for $55. This is a really cool find for me. I'm really happy to have that over there. And the last thing I want to talk about, the last thing I got in the Philippines is a really cool find. I got this cool little Pikachu guy. We got this at a toy store at Glorieta Mall. Now, here's the thing. I remember seeing these in the Philippines, in Japan, and they were expensive. They were like 2,700 yen each. That's $27 for, like, it fits in my hand for that toy, We found this for like, what, how much was it, like $4? No, was it $4 or 400 pesos?
Oh, 400 pesos.
So 400 pesos, this was like about $10. And here, this is what it does. So yeah, this is cool. It dances. Now, you can get like other ones. There's like a Charmander, Squirtle. There's a what's the other Pokemon? Bulbasaur. You can connect all of them, and they'll all dance. There's an Eevee, I think, too. So this is pretty fun. I like this a lot. So now that we're done with the Japan stuff, I'm done with the Philippine stuff, I want to share with you the stuff that I got in the month of February. I actually got kind of a lot of stuff, but I got the majority of them at really good prices. So first thing I want to share with you is this dude over here. It's the Pale Man. So this is from Pan's Labyrinth. This is really cool. You hold up his hands like this because he has no eyes. but now he has eyes. So if you haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth, I recommend you watch it. It's really good. It's from Guillermo del Toro, who's one of the most famous Spanish directors. And his design for creatures is nothing short of outstanding and disgusting. So another cool thing that I got from this month, I actually just got today on the making of this video. I bought a laptop case. It's blue, it protects the thing. Anyway, I had like money left over on my gift card on Amazon, so I got this golden age flash. It's Jay Garrick, and it's from Mighty Jaxx XX-Ray. Cool little figure. They have a reverse flash, but the one that I want is the flash, but that's the only one that's like expensive and sold out, so. All right, so let's move on to DC stuff. So I got a lot of DC stuff this week, all right? So I'm gonna start off with the package stuff. So, of course, as you know, Mattel no longer has the license with DC Comics. And it's sad, you know, because they're actually doing pretty well. I mean, this Bizarro here is really cool. This is actually not for me. This is actually for Bat Vader Speed Racer. He's been looking for this, and I found this at a Walgreens in in Burlingame, which is kind of random because that place never gets stuff. So I found this like easy, just on the shelf. You know, usual price, $22, so it's not for me, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. Next thing I bought also at a Comic and Figure Addicts is this really cool Kid Flash. This is specifically, it's the Lobo Wave. This is one of the ones that I want, but I also want Batman Beyond. Everyone wants Batman Beyond. It's so hard to find that one. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, people are selling for like 50, 70 bucks for that figure. This is really cool. I want to thank my buddy Kato, and his Instagram is Kill the Meal. He has these cool photos. He has these cool dios too, so follow him on Instagram if you want all those cool photos on your feed. He actually found all of these for me in the wild, and like for an amazing price actually. So Target had this snafu where they were selling the figures for like about $6, I think. Regular price of $20. And you know what? He bought me this entire wave. Like, it was just amazing. I have never seen these in the wild, unless it was at a toy show. So what did I get? I got Vixen, which is actually the hardest thing to find in this entire wave. I got Ray over here with this cool jacket, happy face. And I got this Wonder Woman with the weird limbs that discolor. And I got Gotham by Gaslight Batman. This one's actually kind of cool because the knives come out of his belt over here. That's kind of a cool touch. And it's a cloth cape versus a rubber cape, you know, which is kind of cool. I like the movie. I thought the movie was actually pretty good, so this is cool to have. His face is a little dopey, I have to admit. He looks derpy, but you know, cool figure to have in your collection for Batman. So those are all part of the Superlex wave, and here's the figure over here. This is pretty dope. So this is really cool. This is the main reason why I wanted that entire wave. So now with the blue boxes, Mattel has just kind of really upped the game, and I'm really sad to see them lose the license because these figures are pretty good. You know, it's a step in the right direction. Like, if you were to give them like this year and see the success of them selling all the toys out, and if that were to carry into 2020, they'd actually be pretty good. The plastic is only the weird part. I don't really like the plastic on the figures. But this Superlex over here is really good. This was the Collect and Connect figure for it. The hardest one to find was the Vixen. I don't remember what she came with. Oh, she came with a torso. She came with a thing in the middle, like the most important thing. So this is really good. And the thing that's actually really nice about this is that the face sculpt on this dude, the face sculpt on this Lex Luthor is very good for a Mattel figure. It's, if anything, it's actually better than most Hasbro figures that you see in the Marvel Legends line. It's better than that. But it's mostly the plastic that's the problem with a lot of the Mattel toys. But this right here was an amazing thing that my buddy did. So thank you, Kato, for getting me that really cool wave. Oh yeah. So I want to say that's it, but I do have just 2 more items that I want to share with you guys. All right, so that's these God of War kid robot things. Now I bought these actually the other day at Best Buy. They have these for $4.50 clearance right now. So if you wanted to pick these up for a good price, you know, that's as cheap as they're probably going to get. It's over 50% off. Usually these are $10. So wanted to open these up on camera to see what's in here. So let's open it up. All right, the first one we got over here, what is it? Oh, cool. I got Atreus over here. I got Kratos' son. The son over here. Comes with his bow and arrow too, so that's pretty cool. So I hope that this dude over here, I hope this is Kratos. What else can you get here? You can get two versions of Kratos, and two versions of Atreus and Kratos, which are blue and one full color. And on the other side, you can get this ice giant, this other guy, I can't pronounce his name. You can get the Leviathan axe, and you can get Witch of the Woods. Doesn't really seem like these are entirely great figures. It would suck to get, like, you know, the ice giant. It's all the same mods too. It's a 3 in 24 chance to get it. So, you know, I got a blue Atreus. So I have this is kind of disappointing, guys. I have blue Atreus and I have regular Atreus, like, or ice Atreus. I don't know, like, why? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the channel. I want to thank you guys again for watching all this stuff from Japan. I'm pretty impressed actually by how many new subscribers I got in the last month from putting those together. And the Akihabara video is the most popular one. I think that one has like over 500 views on that. That's been up for like maybe about a week and a half. That was a cool video. Anyways, guys, of course, you know, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Everything that whenever you come over here and check out the videos. For the month of March, there's gonna be some toy review videos that I've been neglecting to get to. So those are gonna come up in the next few weeks. Of course, subscribe over here if you haven't gotten over to this channel, and follow me on Instagram as well as little_nerd_busters for pictures and stories. I tend to post there more than I do over here. And of course, follow Franklin Culture for other cool blogs and YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys, sayonara.